Lena Carter had always been fascinated by her grandmother's old house. Nestled at the end of a cobblestone street, it was a sprawling, ivy-clad Victorian that had seen more than a century of life. Now, after her grandmother's passing, Lena was tasked with sorting through the estate. It was a dusty summer afternoon when Lena ventured into the attic for the first time. The space was filled with relics of the past, old trunks, faded photographs, and forgotten toys. Among the clutter, her eye caught a small, leather-bound diary, tucked away inside a battered wooden box. The diary's cover was cracked and worn, its once gilded title barely legible. Curiosity piqued, Lena brushed off the dust and opened the diary. The pages were yellowed, but the handwriting was remarkably neat. Each word penned with meticulous care. The diary was dated 1923, and the entries began innocuously enough with mundane details of daily life. As Lena delved deeper into the diary, the entries became increasingly intriguing. The writer, identified only as E.M., described events with eerie precision. They spoke of a dinner party, a chance encounter with an old friend, and even a summer storm, each entry capturing moments that seemed far too specific. One entry caught Lena's eye. It described a fateful Wednesday in August when a stranger would visit the house and change everything. The description was so detailed it felt more like a personal prophecy than a mere account of events. Lena checked the date. It was just a few days away. Days passed, and Lena found herself living through the diary's entries. She attended the dinner party described in the diary, where she met a charming man who seemed oddly familiar. The summer storm described in detail mirrored the storm raging outside her window. On the fateful Wednesday, as predicted, a stranger knocked on the door. He was a tall man with a gray fedora and a piercing gaze. He introduced himself as Henry, a historian researching the house's history. Lena felt a chill run down her spine as she invited him inside. Henry seemed to know things about the house that no one else could. He spoke of hidden rooms and secret passages, and his knowledge seemed eerily prescient. Lena couldn't shake the feeling that she was living out a story written in the diary. As Lena and Henry delved into the history of the house, they uncovered a hidden room behind a false wall in the attic. Inside, they found old letters, photographs, and artifacts from a bygone era. One letter, in particular, stood out. It was from E.M. to someone named Evelyn, expressing regret and a desire to right past wrongs. Henry explained that E.M. was Evelyn's great-grandfather. The diary was his attempt to record events before they happened in a desperate bid to change the future. He had been obsessed with altering his destiny, but his efforts had always fallen short. Lena and Henry pieced together the diary's final entries, which revealed a plan to confront a long-standing feud that had tainted the family's legacy. Lena realized that the diary wasn't just a record of events, it was a blueprint for resolving conflicts and setting things right. With this newfound knowledge, Lena and Henry took steps to reconcile the family's past, unearthing old grievances and mending broken relationships. The house, once a symbol of division and sorrow, began to resonate with a renewed sense of peace and connection.